I just stopped the bike here near Trail G3 and this coyote came up. See him? The coyote right there in the trail. See him? I didn't know. I thought it was a baby deer. But I'm going to try to blast by him. See how brave he is. Going downhill. He just took off. I don't like the sound of that thing. He's hauling ass down the trail. Get over there, coyote. He's still up there, see him? Still running down the trail. You'd think he would pull off. He's moving. He's try out for the Coyote Olympics. I think he finally turned off, probably went down there. Go through that puddle. No, there he is. You see, he's still running. He's still running. Jeez. I'll tell you. I really don't want to deal with that thing. Oh, I need a rabid coyote bite. Running, so guess if I just give him enough distance. What happens is the people up here feed them. Then they start to get tame, or they think that they're going to get a treat, you know. And there he is. He's still. I think he just turned off the trail. He says, I was getting tired. We're down there. I was getting too tired. I had to turn it off. What happens is you have people feed them, and then they start thinking that humans are going to feed them every time they see them, you know. Guard told me one kid, I guess, one kid had food in his pocket, and the coyote kind of came up and nipped him. Give me some of that food. And so, as I understand it, and the guard had to take care of him. Came down there. Now, I remember that coyote. It used to hang around Trail P1, the main trailhead. I used to see that coyote quite often. Once they start getting friendly like that, they get a little dangerous. I don't think that one was like that yet. He knew better to just kind of haul ass. It does surprise me how fast these animals can move, though. I've seen elk run out here. They're fast. And I've seen the bears run. This trail's a pretty nice ride now that they graded it. It wasn't too bad before, but it's much nicer now. I remember when I first came down here, very first trip, the leaves are off the trees, and it's a really pretty trail because there's all this rock ledge off to the right from where they used to dig coal. This section here is always sunny. Trail. That's an interesting boulder right there. It's eventually going to come crashing down. There's some really nice stuff. Picture back there of the bike. That's what's nice about riding solo. You know, if you see a nice picture, you can just stop, take a picture without a group of people saying, "What the fuck, this guy's stopping again?" Yeah, I just took some pictures of the bike right here in front of that rock face. This is a beautiful trail. line turns on it. This spot used to be bad, all rocky. Sun in our eyes. Size of the leaves on that plant there. There's this natural spring down here to the right. Really smoothed this out with the bulldozer. This spot over here used to be a really deep river. You can see it's flowing pretty good, but it's a tenth of the size. And it used to be about at least a foot deep. There's a spot here that I get really good cell phone reception. Not sure why. Oh no, there's the towers right there. I don't know if you can see it in the camera. Okay, here we go. We're on Trail G3. That river used to be a little bit of a challenge. Used to be probably 15 feet long or wide and about a foot and a half deep. But the bulldozers smoothed it out quite a bit. Makes it a lot easier to get through there. On this trail and on the back side of the mountain. Still pretty early. It's 8:45 in the morning. temperature is probably around 70, 72 maybe. On Trail G3, heading back up to Flat Gap. Maybe I'll go up to the top of the mountain. Try G7 again. Yesterday I was going to do G7 and I spotted the king of the mountain up there. Which is one of the biggest elk I've ever seen up here. Well, I've ever seen in my life, actually. I've seen some elk in the Smoky Mountains, but not as big as this guy. I've seen this one, pretty sure it's the same one, twice in person and once on my trail cam. He's a big one. He's not as big as a Clydesdale, but he's pretty close. I would say he's big as a large horse, and he's got a huge rack of antlers. One time I saw him coming out of the woods onto the trail, and his antlers are so big that it was pulling brush with it. When he went out onto the trail, he had two big clumps of brush hanging off of his antlers from slogging through the woods. It's got to be not very fun, you know, with that size of a rack to go slogging through the woods in the summertime. He probably loves the winter. It's a little colder, but I can walk a lot easier. So I saw him yesterday, and I didn't get a very good picture of him. Looks like I caught just the tail end of him. But I know it was a big one because I saw his face and I saw his antlers. But he didn't stick around very long. And then I went down G7, just on my regular ride down G7, and I saw a big elk take off to the left into the woods. And then when I came around the turn, there were two. I don't know if that was a snake back there or not. I'm not going to turn around. And then when I went down the trail, there were two. They're not full grown. They're medium-sized elk, small to medium, and I think it's the same bunch I've seen before. One time on Trail G2, I came upon, it looked like a family of elk. There were mother, father, and 2 babies. And back then, the babies were the size of like a little pony. They're cute little suckers. About the size of a large deer. And I think it's the same too. They look to be the same age, but a little taller now. So after I saw 4 deer within a couple minutes, I turned around and went the other way, the way that I came. Kind of want the animals to be able to relax. They have this place to themselves from probably 9 or 10 o'clock at night till 6 in the morning. $73,000 acres. Plenty of land. There's 73,000 acres here, and then it abuts some state parks that are like 100,000 acres, so there's plenty of room. Back when the pioneers were here, and actually I think even through when the Depression hit in the 30s, although the Depression didn't hit the people down here as bad because they didn't have any money to lose. But through the 20s and the 30s, probably into the 40s and the 50s, all the elk were killed here for food.